Hi everyone, this video is for those people who own the luxury car and their cars are little old and they're finding it difficult to find the parts. Usually when we talk about the parts for the older luxury cars, there are basically two options. One is you go with the OEM parts, which may be very difficult to procure because the manufacturer has stopped manufacturing. And then second option is buying a pre-owned parts which are available on eBay, etc. But those parts are already they have gone through the life cycle and they are at the end of their life thing. So basically what I am going to concentrate on this video is how to reuse and recycle those parts which have gone bad and how to repair them. Basically I'm going to even tell how they fail and why they fail and how to repair them. So I'm going to start with the parts which are most likely to fail in these luxury cars such as Mercedes, BMW or Audi, and then I'm going to concentrate on the parts which are least likely to fail. But part by part I'm going to make videos and I'm going to share with you how to repair each part and give them a live life. So according to my knowledge, the most frequent failure of a part in any luxury car is cam adjuster solenoid. This is a very important part which controls the cam timings. In turn it affects so many the performance of your engine, such as the power, idling, the emissions, etc. So this is a very important part, but it always fails due to the way it is been designed or manufactured. I won't call it as a design flaw, but there is some kind of issue with the design. So I had purchased this part some 2 years back, the original part. You can see the part. I still have the box in the original casing, and this has gone bad within 2 years. And let me explain how it looks, and I'll show you how it is inside. I'll show you. See, this is the part. This is called the cam adjuster solenoid. It's something like this. This is a connector, and this sits on the engine cover head to control the cam timing. So basically this is held together with the 3 rivets. You can see the 3 small holes which I cut the rivets. Now it is free to be unpacked. So I used a small drilling machine with a grinding head or something like this to cut that rivet head and then open it. So once you open this, it has got 2 pieces. This is the front part and this is the back cover. Inside there is a coil that goes to the connector. So usually what happens is these gaskets, the rubber gasket, which are usually likely to fail, and then the oil which is circulating here through this opening in this, it tends to seep into this, and this coil is of 2 pieces, 2 rings pushed together and fixed as a 1 piece, and there is a small gap will be there always, and through that gap the oil can seep into this coil and it can come out through this, and it can travel through your harness and can go up to your ECM. It can spoil your ECM also. So this is a very critical part which can even spoil your ECM, which is very important to check this often whether it is in a good condition or not. So once you remove this casing by cutting the rivets, you can remove this coil just by picking it up. And inside you find one more rubber gasket. So these 2 gaskets are pressing on the 2 sides of this coil to make it a proper seal, so that the oil doesn't pass through this gap which is between these two. You can see the small gap. So your rubber gasket is forcing here and here, so that the oil doesn't go to this point. So it's very important to check these rubber rings and make sure if they're damaged to replace it with similar rubber washers that will do the work, or else you can use the same old ones with a slight coating of anabond on both this side, and you can place it back and then put your coil back. Here also you can do same thing on this rubber thing. You can put a new rubber gasket, or you can put anabond on top of this, and you can reclose the whole thing. So now question is, how do we refix these two parts together? Either you can use a rivet machine, which is very difficult to do the job, or difficult to use that, especially the rivet guns. So what I have found the method is using these small taper head screws. I hope you can see that. Taper head screws. You can pass through these heads on the front of the cover and put a nut to secure it. So once you secure it, once you fully tighten this, there could be a small projection of screw because it may not go fully into the groove of this cover. So again, what you should do is, once you fully tighten it, you can use the same grinding machine to reface that particular screw head. So once you do that, you can refix this back into your car, and definitely this part will again run for another 5 years. Hope this video was very useful. Thank you.